This is Phoebe Green and the Locker of Destiny, written and read by me, James Dubern. We're on chapter 36, Sausage and Chips. Phoebe sat beside Toph while his dad pottered about in the kitchen. She recognised the sound of frozen sausages clanging onto a baking sheet, the whirring oven, a clatter of plates followed by 3 squelches of ketchup. Despite the excitement of her jet-set childhood, Phoebe's fondest memories were of the winter break, when the Formula One season paused and she and Mummy returned to their UK cottage. Home-cooked food beat room service any day. For a blissful moment, Phoebe felt safe and happy. "I don't know where to start," Mr. Grayson said, wiping his hands on a tea towel. "It's okay," Phoebe said with a sigh. "I know you think I'm making it up. If I heard it, that's what I would think too. I just don't know what else to say. It's what happened." "If you're from the future, prove it," Toph said. "How?" Phoebe asked. "You tell me what happened in the world today. Then I'll turn on the news and we'll see if you are right," he said. She laughed. "Do you know what happened 30 years ago on the 20th of December? Of course not. That's too hard." Mr. Grayson sat on the arm of the sofa while dinner cooked. "What's the future like?" "In some ways it's the same. We still have sofas and sausages. People still watch the news on the television, although most people get their news on their phone, which is nothing like your phones with the curly cables. Our phones are like tiny televisions, about as big as your hand. You can go on the internet and look things up." "I've heard of the internet," Mr. Grayson said. "What's it for? Does it take off?" "Yes," Phoebe said. "It sort of does everything. You can look up tomorrow's weather or watch a lacrosse match in Brazil. You can order a pizza." Toph picked up a wooden coaster and imagined this magical device, which to Phoebe felt so normal. "So is everyone a genius with all this information?" he asked. Phoebe laughed. "No, we mostly watch videos of cats falling off the worktop, or we learn new dances, things like that." They talked about the future over dinner and long after the washing up was done. Everything was discussed, from the arrival of electric cars to who gets together in the TV show Friends. Mostly, the guys wanted to hear about the future of Formula One, about which Phoebe had all the backstage gossip. Rule changes, safety features, new tracks, and ever younger drivers. The detail was so rich that Mr. Grayson and Toph found it hard to believe it wasn't true. For Phoebe, the feeling of being listened to, by an adult especially, was exhilarating. But between moments of elation, the dark clouds of Phoebe's own future passed over. She was expelled, homeless, and soon to be passed over to adults who would undoubtedly think she was making it all up. "What are you going to do?" Toph asked. Phoebe forced a smile. "Face the music and dance," she said. "That's all I can do." "Actually dance," he said. "No, silly, it's just a phrase. What I'll actually do is tell them what I told you, except Miss Perivale will tell me to shush and call the police. There won't be any dancing." At midnight, Mr. Grayson showed Phoebe to the spare room. Having 4 walls all to herself made her feel like a princess, but as she listened to the rain beating down on the window, she missed the girls of Dorm 7. They were like sisters now, even Jessica. Phoebe heard Mr. Grayson speak with his son. A while after she'd gone to bed, Toph said something like, "We have to tell her." He said it many times. Mr. Grayson said, "The car." But Phoebe couldn't make out the whole discussion. When she heard the word crazy being said, it broke her heart. They hadn't believed her after all. She felt embarrassed as she replayed the evening. Just a crazy 11-year-old making up silly stories about the future. She squeezed the pillow around her head to shut out the world. Racked with worry about the meeting between her granddad and Miss Perivale, Phoebe couldn't sleep. It was a long and lonely night at Mr. Grayson's cottage, and many tears were shed.